Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Many men get put into the trick bag. What is a trick bag? It's basically what a woman has. Basically, a man's paying for a woman's time and attention, even sex. And it's not always like she's just asking for money straight up. Because, she's being an acculturated prostitute, a socially accepted form of prostitution, what the honorable Pimp God calls acceptable hoes. But that's some real talk though. See, even though I've talked several times about a man getting sex without spending any of his money, unfortunately that's a small percentage of men. And even with that, you got several women, they looking at money, at men like an ATM. They looking at, and they'll hit them. It's interesting what you get with many women. They'll be talking about how independent they are and everything, but they want men to be traditional. See, understand something. When the whole thing started with a man paying for a woman's date and everything and showing how much money he had, that was back when women weren't working. They weren't working, or barely working. They weren't going to school to the same extent. They were more traditional. They were more happy housewives, or housewives anyway. Happier than that, that's a whole other video. That's a whole study right there. But whatever the case, they couldn't work. They had to deal with that man who was spending money. He would show he had money and everything. He would show he had money. But see, women got their own money now. But there are some who still want men to be on that trick thing. And they get put into the trick bag because they still thinking, well, okay, yeah, even though this woman got this bigger house than I do, nicer car, I need to show her how much money I got. And you got a lot of women who will do that. Yeah, and it's funny, they'll do that with some men. Meanwhile, they'll have that guy who's getting a nanny for free. I'm just saying. See, you don't want to get put into that trick bag. You want that woman, not so much even to get the sex free, but you don't want that woman to see you as an ATM. And they'll do it subtly. They'll be like, hey, can you get this TV, or can you get this? Or shoot, even before they even get to the sex, with many men, they'll give them the impression they gotta spend some money. And then get mad at the man if he don't want to spend money. It's like, no. Oh, you cheap and all of that. No, I just spend my money where it's worth spending. I'm not going to allow you to shame me into spending money on you. Because you got some women, shoot, they get money from every place. They got guys buying them furniture. Like I was told about this woman who was, had, guys buying her furniture, paying her rent, all of that stuff. She ain't putting out any money. In fact, I had worked with a woman. She said she was not working for a year and a half and didn't have to go on welfare. It was a shame. You got some women out there, they will use a man like that. But what are they really doing? They getting the man how he's thinking, how he got to spend money. Indeed, many of the men who will argue with me when I've had videos who's, I'm saying, hey, you can get women without money. They arguing with me. They automatically in a woman's trick bag because all a woman has to do is play right into it. And the guy think he getting something. It's like, no, you ain't getting anything. Because she'll take that same money that you giving her or you buying for stuff, and she'll share the fruits of that money with another man. Like the story I always tell about, you get some woman and, some guy take her to a real expensive restaurant or something, and she don't hardly eat anything. She'll get that doggy bag. Who you think she eating that food with? See, she see you as a trick. See, here's the thing though. Real sex workers don't respect tricks. Let me say that again. They don't respect tricks. Like you got some men, they think they paying for that prostitute or something, and she might smile in their face, but she has a disdain for them. In fact, you get a lot of women who might get into sex work just so they can fuck with a man's head, so they can feel like they have control. Like you got strippers who are lesbian, they do what they do because they know they can get money out of a man and they have some control over them. But honestly, they have a disdain for them. That's just a reality. Sex workers do not like the guys that they deal with. And see, if you in the real world, okay, say she not an official sex worker, but all you doing is spending money, deep down she don't like you. I don't care how good the sex might seem to you, she don't like you. If you in a relationship with a woman who don't like you, invariably, there will come a point where she will hurt you and enjoy it. You get some women like they might get like several $1,000s out of a man, and then all of a sudden, oh, let's be friends. Or do something they know is going to mess with his head. Because they don't respect him to begin with. You were put in the trick bag. Once you put in that bag, the women don't respect you. That's why you got a lot of guys, they say, well, I spent this money, I did this. And then the woman did this. Because they didn't respect you to begin with. When you leave with your wallet, the first thing a woman, like a righteous woman is just, you leave with your wallet and the woman's righteous, she's just gonna say she's just not interested. But if you gotta use your wallet, you trying to impress the woman with how much money you got or even your position or how much money you can potentially spend on it, she automatically putting you in a trick bag. She automatically don't really respect you. You think she do, but she don't. Shoot, sometimes they'll even marry the guy. And then that's when they'll come back and it be some young guy or some guy ain't spending money having sex with her in your bed, in your home that you paid for. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? And if they try to say, and if a woman try to say, well, you got to spend money, show you like, it's like, hold up. Are you a prostitute? That's what you need to ask. In fact, some women have challenged other women on that. Some women have said, look, all you doing is becoming prostitutes out here. And as a man, is that what you want? Think about it. As a man, is that what you want? Because like I said, most men out here ain't trying to be player. And most men are doing that. They're looking at that woman as somebody to come on his team. But it's like, no. Get to know that woman first. If you do spend money, only because it's your choice. It's your choice. And even then, you're not trying to convince her. You know, and that's only if you're in a long-term relationship, you marry. But even then, you really spending money for the entire relationship. So you benefiting too. But if you get that woman and she's saying, well, you got to take me here, here, and here, it'd be like, well, good luck finding somebody to take you. That's how I'm looking at it. Now, I know some women, they say, yo, you cheap and all of that. Yeah, I'm cheap. I got plenty of money, honey. I got money, so what the fuck? But many men, even some men, you know what's funny? More men are coming after me with that shit. That's where I'm at, y'all. Steps right there and right there. So, you know, ain't a broke motherfucker living like that. So here's the thing though. Don't get put into the trick bag. You want that woman to, if she want to deal with you, you need her to deal with you as you are. As you are. Who you are as a man, who you are as you are on a mission. And if she don't like that, move on. There's an abundance of women, 4 billion women in the world. You don't need to click with every single one. You got every single man got thousands of women who will probably click with them. It's just a matter of you want them back. All right? So don't get put into the trick bag, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.